Here's the mat. I want to describe a little bit about how it works. It actually comes in two parts, which is very interesting for a mat. You can actually open it up. And it may be hard to tell, but there are a number of grooves on the lower mat. Now, one thing that I find somewhat of a drawback, not a big deal, but it's that there is no indication about what's the upper and what's the lower. It would have been helpful, but as you can see in the instructions, it's very clear that the upper tray is the one that has these prongs protruding outward. The lower tray has these indentations. There's actually 4 of them, and there's 2 of the protruding pieces on top here. And what that allows is these 2 pieces to be connected at 3 different points. It can be connected at the top 2, which would create an even upper and lower tray. You can also move it back 1, and in which case the lower tray will protrude somewhat, and you can also move it back to the last 2, and that would create an even bigger difference between the 2. The lower tray would come out much more. So the reason for that is that a typical bite is where the upper teeth come just past the lower teeth, in which case you would look to make them even, where the prongs would be inserted in the front 2 holes. If you have a mild underbite, you're going to want to use the center holes. If you have a severe underbite, you can go all the way back. Now, if you have an overbite, you can always flip it over. If you stay with the front 2, it's going to be even no matter which way you turn it. But if you go backwards, then if you have an overbite, you can make, which, by the way, may be the reason why they don't have an upper and a lower. They don't indicate that, because if you have an overbite, then you're going to flip it over, and you don't want to have upper then, because you get confused. Because if you had an overbite rather, you'd flip it over, and that would fit better in your teeth structure. So when we create when we do the boil and bite process and create the mat, I am going to put it on the most forward setting, so that it copies my natural teeth structure, and I'm going to create the mat like this.